Last night, Tyrese Haliburton got humbled. And I am someone who is a big fan of Tyrese Haliburton. I'm a Pacer fan. This kid has reminded me of Reggie Miller, has reminded me of the heyday of the Indiana Pacers. And this kid has a faith journey. He talks about the Bible and how important it is to him. And I love everything about this NBA Finals series, partially because I'm a Pacer fan, but also because I'm telling you, the players on both of these teams, very likable, very relatable. If you don't like this kid, Jalen Williams, that had 40 points last night for OKC and was tremendous, you're just an idiot. If you don't appreciate SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way he plays, the way he's a combination of Rip Hamilton and Kobe Bryant, somewhere in between those. He's not Kobe, but his ability to create his own shot, get any shot he wants on the floor, his commitment to the mid-range jumper. This is a wonderful NBA Finals series to watch. These players are likable. I really like Tyrese Haliburton. I like what he and Caitlin Clark have done for the entire state of Indiana, Indianapolis, and basketball and the whole 9 yards. But Tyrese Haliburton got humbled last night. He played arguably the worst NBA Finals game, maybe the worst playoff game in the history of the playoffs. I want to go to there's some stat that someone put out that called this. Yeah, Tyrese Haliburton is the first player in NBA Finals history to record 0 field goals, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 3+ turnovers, 3+ fouls, and 30+ minutes. Worst final performance of all time. Tyrese Haliburton got humbled. He's having a lot of success. And I want to stick, and I'm going to stick with him because I like him so much, and I think he's such a positive force, and I think there's so much upside to him. But he was clearly injured and hurt and lame. He fell down in the first quarter, checked out of the game, went back into the locker room for a while, and then came back and then insisted. And this is with Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith at halftime saying, like, because the Pacers were getting their brains beat out and beat in, and it wasn't close. It wasn't really a competitive game in the first half, even though OKC only led by 12, 14 points at halftime. They were totally in control of this game, and it was clear as day, like, unless something crazy happens, OKC's probably going to win, and Tyrese Haliburton just isn't offering you anything. And Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith said something that I thought was crazy at the time, but they were right. They were like, hey, man, just sit this dude down and play the second half without him. Let him start his recovery process from whatever that injury was, calf, ankle, whatever it is. Sit him down and roll the dice with the rest of your team. You got a deep team. You go 10 players deep. And then the third quarter happened. And I think he checked in with 6 minutes and 40 seconds into the third quarter. Little white dude named TJ McConnell. And gets all warmed up, plays for about 90 seconds. And then during a 5-minute stretch in the third quarter, TJ McConnell, who's a very good backup point guard in the NBA, he's been very effective for the Pacers for the last couple of years. This man goes full-blown Allen Iverson for a 4.5-minute stretch, scores 13 points. He's getting his shot anywhere he wants. He looks like a tiny version of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's taking people off the dribble. He's getting any shot that he wants. He's making every shot that he takes. He scores 13 points in a 4.5-minute stretch. I think it was from 4:58 to like 32 seconds left in the third quarter. The man scored 13 points. He made 5 buckets. Am I right? Or did he make 6? I think he made 6 and a free throw. He had that and an and one. 13 points in a 5-minute stretch. 4.5 minute stretch. Pacers now go into the fourth quarter down just 8 points. They're clearly in the game. McConnell starts out in the fourth quarter, about a minute in. Rick Carlisle takes him out of the game, and Haliburton, I think, came in right before that. But Haliburton basically played the entire fourth quarter. T.J. McConnell sat from the 11-minute mark or 10:50 mark until there were about 3 minutes left in the game. And everybody's like, hey, where's T.J. McConnell? Put that little dude in that has 18 points total, just had a 4.5-minute stretch where he scored 13, and they don't put McConnell back in the game. It was insanity. And by the time they put McConnell back in the game, and it was clear as day, Tyrese Haliburton, completely ineffective. All he could do is stand around at the top of the key and pass the ball around. And then this Nimhard and these turnover machines. Mathurin, who scored 27 points, I believe, in game 3 or whatever. He's turned into all these guys are like bums except for Obi Toppin, T.J. McConnell, and Pascal Siakam had his moments, but he had 5 turnovers. He was very frustrating. But Carlisle's not playing T.J. McConnell. This was insanity. And then after the game, we heard the real explanation. I want to start with Rick Carlisle saying that Tyrese Haliburton insisted on playing in the second half. Play shot number 2.
He's not 100%. It's pretty clear. But I don't think he's going to miss the next game. And, we were concerned at halftime. And he insisted on playing. And I thought he made a lot of really good things happen in the second half. But he's not 100%, And
Tyrese Haliburton insisted on playing. Don't forget that. Now I want to play you Tyrese Haliburton. This is shot number 4, talking about he never thought about sitting out. The guy is wounded. He's ineffective. He can't beat anybody off the dribble. He can't. All he's doing is running around at the top of the key. He's completely ineffective. 0 field goals. He's been the star of the postseason with all these game-winning shots. He's elevated himself into the superstar conversation. He's answered his critics. He's in success mode, in a success mindset. And as I said, success is more difficult to handle than failure because success is the enemy of humility. Here's Tyrese Haliburton, a very humble kid, a kid doing his faith walk, but he's lost in the sauce of success. Let's play shot number 4.
I mean, it's NBA Finals. It's the finals, man. I've worked my whole life to be here, and I want to be out there to compete, help my teammates any way I can. I was not great tonight by any means, but it's not really a thought of mine to not play here. If I can, walk, then I want to play. So, they understand that, and is what it is, and got to be ready to go for Game 6.
I'm telling you, I like Tyrese Haliburton. I love Tyrese Haliburton. He's a good kid. He's struggling in success. I've worked my whole life to be here. It's about him now. This is what happens in success. It's the enemy of humility. It's about this team. I'm hurt. I'm watching T.J. McConnell go en fuego. I can't get to the basket. I can't make any shots. I'm completely ineffective. But if I can walk, I'm going to be out there because I've worked my whole life. It's no longer about the team. It's about Tyrese Haliburton. It's about his moment. It's about this postseason. It's about his feud with Stephen A. Smith. It's about his feud with NBA players who have called him and labeled him overrated. We've seen this before. Anybody remember, I believe it's the 2012 regular season, the 2013 postseason of the National Football League? There was a quarterback named Robert Griffin III of the Washington Redskins. He was coached by Mike Shanahan. They had a backup quarterback in Washington by the name of Kirk Cousins, who had shown that he was halfway effective. They get in this playoff game against Seattle. I believe they're winning at halftime, but it's clear as day RG3 has hurt his knee and he's a lame duck who would not come out of that game. He's limping around on a bad knee and he would not come out of that game. And I said it then in real time. I was like, RG3, you're thinking about this is your Michael Jordan flu game. I'm playing hurt. And I'm out here, and he's thinking about Gatorade commercials and going down in history. And he's got leverage over Mike Shanahan because he's the young, budding superstar quarterback, the rookie of the year, the next great quarterback. And he doesn't want to come out of the game because this is about RG3. And I'm not trying to beat up on RG3. I'm trying to warn Tyrese Haliburton about what can happen to a young person experiencing success and not understanding that success is the enemy of humility and that humility is the actual source of success. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.